welcome to Those Fucking Fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy book, TV, movie, pop culture, fandoms, and how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Christine.
And I'm Natasha.
And today we are talking about the actors that when they're in a movie, our asses are in the seats no matter what. It's like our auto watch actors, like your auto buy authors.
Yes.
So we each have 5 male actors and 5 female actors, and then we're gonna try to guess each other's. It should be a fun time. But we have to keep this episode to an hour because
1 hour.
At noon, we have a million things to do today. And of course, we've had 50,000 technical difficulties with Riverside because all of a sudden they hate us. We've had technical difficulties for the last 2.5 weeks. It's been a pain in the ass. So.
I mean, basically since the beginning of the year, because my internet kept going in and out. And
oh, yeah. Yeah. But this is more extreme. We couldn't even record.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear Natasha. Natasha couldn't hear me. You guys couldn't enter the chat. The mics kept going out. The video kept going out. Now we can't record externally, so we don't have a second recording. So this is it. Hopefully it's good.
Anyways, if you guys didn't know, we record with our patrons. They can watch us live through a service called riverside.fm. And they fucking suck right now. So
anyway. Let's go right into Snap Crackle Pop Culture News. Huge news. So this is already... My book came out this week. I'm literally on book tour this week, which is wild. Okay? So this is coming out Friday the 24th. But exactly 2 weeks ago, Taylor Swift premiered her Tortured Poets Department set in the Eras tour, which has been so fucking exciting. I was screaming last night watching them on my phone, watching all the songs. They were so good. I wrote down everything that has changed and the set list so that we can go through it one by one. It opened
Christine,
up.
Hold on. Let me say what I felt. So I was on a photo shoot and Christine, my phone was going off. Her and Chloe were talking and I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed. But then Tessa was on the photo shoot with me and she was telling me all the things that changed and what they added. And she was describing it to me. I'm like, I can't wait to go home and look at all the videos. And then Christine had lovingly put them all in the chat. And so I just went through them one by one to watch all of the TTPD set, and oh my gosh, I'm
so good.
I just want to see it in person because there's so much that you miss.
I know. I was so sad after that. I'll never, unless I don't know what. I never say never, but that we don't have tickets to see a show right now where we would see it. But she opens it up with "But Daddy, I love him," which is so fun. And she runs around with her little heels on the stage, running with her dress unbuttoned. She's wearing this beautiful white corseted gown. Did you like it, Natasha? It has words all over it.
I did. It kind of reminded me of Taya's dress that she wore to the premiere.
It did have that vibe, the outline of it.
The white, and then I made a book skirt with words all over it earlier last year or late last year.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and I like how it's
I can do.
It's really bunchy around the waist, kind of like she's wearing one of those bustle thingies.
Bustles.
Yeah. It looks really good. And then it's waterfally, you can see her legs in the front, which I like.
High-low cut.
Yeah, it's a high-low cut. Sorry, I don't know any fashion words except waterfall dress.
It looks like I was trying to study the skirt last night, and it looks like it's 2 kind of rectangle pieces, and it's all bustled on the front, and then it has a split down the middle, and they both come to points. And I'm like, I could recreate this very easily. Yeah, because there's a zipper in the whole back because the whole dress comes apart in the back.
Yeah. So she starts with, "But Daddy, I love him." And she says, I'm having his baby. No, I'm not. And goes into So High School. And when she says, I'm having his baby, the football lights come up on the screen. So it's like a reference. Like she's going into So High School and she's kind of nodding to Travis Kelce. No, I'm not.
And Daddy I Love Him?
As it goes into So High School, she kind of merged them together.
Wait, she sings So High School there?
Yes, you didn't see that link?
No, I didn't see that link.
It's so cute, and there's like a million nods to Travis. She does like all his dance moves in the choreography.
What?
So
how did
cute.
I miss this?
I don't know. Oh my god!
You didn't send them. You sent like 4 videos.
Okay, I sent like 5 or 6 videos. But I'll find. I have the link hearted. Go to my Twitter favorites. I've favorited every single one. So you can go watch it. She's like kicking her feet like she's in high school. It's so adorable. And she does all his moves, like his like drivey move and his like where he rolls his hands together when he makes a touchdown move, and they do the little tunnel they do that he runs through. Like they do everything, and there's flashing lights of the colors of the oh my god, what is his team? Missouri
Red. It's the
Chiefs. The Chiefs colors. It's very cute. Then we've got Down Bad. And Down Bad, she's like alien abduction UFO sort of thing where she's floating around on.
I missed all of these. I think I've only seen But Daddy I Love Him, Who's Afraid of Little Me, and Smallest Man, and I Can Do It with a Broken Heart. I missed Down Bad Fortnite.
Okay, yeah. So Down Bad goes into Fortnite, and Fortnite they're on like this bed frame that looks like the bed frame in the music video, and but for Down Bad, she's on the same floaty thing that she's on in Little Old Me, but she's sitting on it. So they have this. I saw this really funny meme that was like Little Old Me or the TTPD set out of context, and it was just a cat sitting on a rumba going around the floor. Anyway, yeah, they have this really cool block that to make it look like she's levitating that flows around the stage without a track. It looks like it's like a remote control block, and
it's trackless.
It's trackless, and it's all mirrored, so it mirrors whatever's around you, so it looks like it's not there at a glance, so it like could look like she's levitating. I saw some people being like, it's a mirror to show that we're the ones that are causing her this anguish. I'm like, no, stop trying to take this personally. Jesus fucking Christ. She's levitating. It's like the cloaking device that you put on anything in the air in movies. So it just mirrors what's around it so you can't see it. That's what that is. So then we go to Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. And it is the most fucking epic performance I think I've ever seen from her. I couldn't even. Her vocals sound amazing.
They did. And I watched that so many times.
Me too. She's standing on the block, and there's this pole on the block to help support her back so that she can lean back over and hold on to it and lean forward, like, and be super unhinged while she's performing. And you could just see the light in her eyes, how excited she was to perform all of these songs. Like she was living. How did you feel about all of Little Old Me? Like,
I mean, so epic. I love like her intonations and the way that she sings songs differently live, and it's just I love them more live because she's just so into it. It's like these are the songs I knew I wanted to see this song live because I knew it was going to be like an illicit affairs type of moment where like I just wanted to see her scream and like everyone around her also scream. Everyone around her also knowing all the lyrics when these songs have only been out for 2 weeks is phenomenal.
When she was like, what if it is? And then she says it differently in the live. She's like, what if it is? And like everyone does that walking thing. The choreography is just, it's excellent. And when she leaves from the gallows and she levitates down your street, she like leans over the pole. So she's like in a back bend, and the rumba is streaming towards the front of the stage, and then it streams toward the back of the stage at one point. And when she says, "Who's afraid of little old me? You should be," at the end, the image of her on the screen goes like full zombie Taylor from Look What You Made Me Do. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. So from there, we go into The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. And it is giving like Les Miserables with the flags. And there's a whole marching band. It's giving the Black Parade, but it's white. Everyone's wearing white. Welcome to the Black Parade, My Chemical Romance.
She puts on like a marching band jacket.
Yes, she does. And there's a full marching band with the drums following her as she marches forward, doing the entire bridge. Like, were you writing a book? Were you a sleeper cell spy? And in 50 years, will all this be D-class? When she says, and I'll say good riddance. Oh my God, the chills. And she does the little salute that Maddie does on stage. So I saw a side-by-side. She was mocking something that Maddie does on stage to one of his songs where he marches and does a salute. And she's straight up doing the march, the salute. And then as she's saying the lines of the bridge, like, you are what you did, or like, I would have died for your sins. I just died inside. She's like getting hit by bullets, like, and these red lights will flash when she gets hit, and she's like slowly collapsing onto the stage, and then she like dies at the end and it goes black.
All the dancers around her are like going down one by one too.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so perfect. And then it's like we're getting music videos for these, honestly, right, Natasha? Like, we never get performances for so many songs so quickly, and like visuals for so many songs so quickly.
The visuals were lit.
They were fucking lit.
Also, I'd have to say, it feels like the Roomba going across the stage feels like very Disney Imagineer. Like, I'm wondering who she got.
It does look like the parade floats.
Yes. Yeah, who she got to like
design that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Was that the one that in Little Me, she came out like in the front right of the stage?
So that was the Daddy I Love Him when she popped up on the front right of the stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So after the Smallest Man I Ever Lived, she collapsed, and then people bring her to like the psych ward. So we've got
my two most favorite backup dancers. It's Resand and I follow him. I follow both of them. Damn it. Anyways, he's the guy who always
does the talking into the mic.
Yeah, and the talking in the mic.
We have to learn their names. I think Jan is the Resand
Jan
guy.
is Resand guy,
and I don't know the other guy's name, but he is always like so fun to watch. Anyway.
And it's my favorite because he's plus size, and I live for it to see him on stage.
Cheyenne says Cam.
Cam
and Jan. All right. So Cam and Jan take her to like, quote, like the metaphorical psych ward. They have like this little couch that they have her on, and so they're trying to like wake her up, and then they start like making her change, and she like, they unzip the dress and she takes it off. What is it?
The Emma Stone movie.
Oh, you mean fuck.
What the fuck is that name of the movie?
The Poor Things.
Yeah. It's giving Poor Things.
So yeah, she takes off the dress and steps into new shoes, and they put on this like gold circus jacket almost over this black like sparkly bra set. Yeah. And
the music behind it is it's actually like a vaudeville. It's a vaudeville like circusy jazz of I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Yeah, it feels like an old-timey movie. Yeah.
And but it's I Can Do It in a Broken Heart, but with that.
Yeah,
vibe.
I noticed that the second time I watched it. And they're like trying to push her toward the audience, and she's like, what? And then the beat starts, and she immediately like locks in and looks at us and starts performing I Can Do It with a Broken Heart. Ah! I literally screamed watching that. Like I was there live. And Bellamy got really scared. It's just good and so theatrical. And when the choreography is so fun, like when she says, "And he avoids me like a plague," she does this like she like lifts her arms and does this little like like I can't show you because this is this is vocal. But like I said, if you follow me on Twitter/X, I've favorited all of the full performances that I found. So you can go through my liked tweets and watch all of the performances. Because
Julie says you can find them on YouTube.
yeah, you could probably find them on YouTube. What's annoying about TikTok is like a lot of them are just like little snippets. And I'm like, I want to see the full thing.
Yeah, I want to see the full thing. I want to see different angles. I want to see what the stage looks like. I want to see what the screen looks like.
Yes, I've seen a lot of different angles now of some of the songs, but not all of them.
There's like smoke that's running up the stage, and it has her profile in it. And it like turns into like her profile, the smoke.
Oh my God. So the Lover House used to catch fire in the background, like it was being burned down because Joe was like burning down their house. And then now the house just flops forward like it's made of cardboard, like it was never real because it was something counterfeit has died. It's just like a poster board, like a cutout, and it just flops forward at the end before the Fearless set instead of catching fire, which is very interesting change. So okay, she also is wearing a new shirt during the 22 section that says this is not Taylor's version. Now, what do you think this means, Natasha? Like, what the fuck is she saying with this?
I don't, because she owns them, because it's not, there is no version, it's just hers.
I was thinking maybe because she died and this is like a new era. And like she's calling herself all these other names like Cassandra and Robin and all these
okay,
different
that can be
things.
your outlandish take.
Well, I
think it's just because
it's not outlandish. I don't like when people are like Christine, like fucking no. This is a valid theory, and like I'm analyzing what she's doing. Don't condescend me. I'm not condescending your theories. And people, there's someone that commented on our latest TTPD video that was like, Christine. And I'm like, don't Christine me. Like, this is what you did with folklore too. Like, stop. Just say, like, that's an interesting theory. I think this.
Yeah. Well, this is not Taylor's version. I think it's because, like, she owns it. That's my theory. Like, there is no version. It's just her.
Yeah, I feel like there's something more to it because like she hasn't announced when debut Taylor's version will come out, and that's like her name. So it could have something to do with that. She does have some rep callbacks in like the outfits that she was wearing. She has a bunch of new outfits. So, and I was also thinking like this is not Taylor's version, like TTPD is not Taylor's version, and
it's the author's version because
is she trying to like kind of like this is the version like so she calls it during the show, she says her TTPD set is a female rage musical. So is she like trying to kind of separate like the idea of her and it maybe
and her life and the art
yeah something like that. So we'll see if something else comes out of it. Usually these are all Easter eggs and shit for something deep in the Taylor lore, so we'll see. Yeah, Katie says it's not Taylor's version, it's ours, like the manuscript says. Okay, other things that have changed. No Long Live was in the set. There was no Tolerate It.
That's both of those are devastating.
Sad.
Honestly,
The Archer was gone. The One was gone. Evermore and Folklore were kind of combined. So
that's sad.
Yeah,
because like
they were like the best parts.
Does she change outfits? I tried to ask Tessa. I don't know if she knew because
she doesn't anymore. She doesn't change outfits she wears
we
the
don't get the orange dress.
folklore outfit, but she doesn't wear the Evermore outfit.
Does she wear the cape over Evermore still?
I don't think she does it. She starts on stage. I wrote down the new set. So she starts on the roof, does Cardigan, then she does Betty, then she does Champagne Problems, then she does August and Illicit Affairs and Tears Ricochet, and then she goes into Marjorie and Willow. So I'm not sure.
So she doesn't do Evermore.
She doesn't. Well, she never sings Evermore. Willow is this one that she does.
Sorry.
Yeah, so she could possibly still do that and have the cape on, because the fact that she does Willow makes me think that she must. And then, okay, the 1989 outfit, the Twitter thinks it's a reference to like Alvin and the Chipmunks because there's a meme of Travis being Alvin. And then like Travis's love interest is wearing like this same outfit that she's wearing for 1989, which is like a pink crop top and a sparkly blue skirt. What do you think of this?
I thought it was hilarious. I saw that too. It's literally the same.
This is so weird.
It's like Disney rounding.
Yeah, and she's wearing one pink heel and one blue heel.
What? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either. I was looking at Twitter and there was like a bunch of feeds that was like everything you missed at the Era Store tonight.
I had to go back because Katie says it's not Taylor's version, it's ours.
Yeah, I just said that. She said that. Remember?
Oh, damn it! I didn't catch that.
The manuscript kind of reference. It sounds like.
Christy also says, "I'm so surprised she didn't do Castles Crumbling with Haley. I'm wondering if she will do it.
Yeah,
at some point.
She probably will do it at some point. I think today she was really being like the intro to TTPD. She really because she did a lot of songs. Like I wasn't expecting her to do.
Oh, is that her biggest section?
It feels like it almost. I don't know. Maybe Midnight's is around that much. I can't remember how many songs she does for Midnight's, but so
Red also has a lot too.
Yeah. So TTPD comes after 1989, and she didn't do surprise songs where she usually does them. They came after the TTP set, and she did Paris.
Wait, where did the TTPD set come in play?
Yeah, so it comes. That's what I'm saying right now. So it came after 1989, and then came TTPD, then surprise songs, then Midnights. So it's at the end.
Oh, okay.
Trinity says she thinks it's tied with Midnights. There's 7 songs each. So that's, I mean, it makes sense. They're her newest songs. She wants to perform them. She hasn't performed them as much. And so the surprise songs were Paris. She was in Paris, and Paris is very much about being in love with Joe. And then Love of My Life.
A loss of my life.
A loss of my life. She looks so pissed off while she was singing Love of My Life, but also like happy. She's like mad and happy back and forth. And there was a lot of like new bodysuits. Like the Lover bodysuit was like red. Did you see?
I did see it. It was like red and orange.
Yeah. And the surprise song dress was different. It was like a waterfall dress that was pink.
Yeah, there was no fluttery sleeves anymore. And then she had a different suit. I think it was like orange or red for the Man song. Why am I blinking? The Man.
The Man. It's called The Man.
And then yeah. I think those were every outfit changed.
Fearless had a different version of the. It was darker.
Black and gold.
Yes, black and gold instead of gold, which feels reputation-y.
And the Reputation onesie didn't change.
The Reputation onesie is the same as it's always been. It's never changed. But the Rep intro was different. The snake was slithering through the Evermore garden. So that was interesting. Trinity says, I was thinking the Lover bodysuit looked like fire burning down the Lover house. I think the Rep outfit will only change once Rep TV is announced, Nicole says. That's a great theory.
Oh, does the Speak Now dress change? I didn't see that.
Yes, it did, but it was like the same vibe.
Okay.
It wasn't like noticeable enough for me to be like, oh, look. I think that is going to conclude our Taylor Swift analysis section. Do you have anything to add? I'm excited to like rewatch these a million times now.
Well, also rewatch them because she just took the stage tonight at Paris.
Yes.
I mean, also this episode comes out in like what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
A lot of things have made.
I think it's 2 weeks. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it is 3 weeks. Wait, one? No, it's
I
2
think
weeks.
it's
It's the
2.
24th. Yeah.
So we might be getting other things. I don't think Travis was there last night, right?
We didn't see him, but she did do like the same point that she always does to him. But yeah, Folklore also had a new dress Julia adds. It was orange. Yeah. It was like an orangey yellow.
It was the same type of dress, but just in a different
new color. I'm so glad that they didn't cut like illicit affairs and My Tears Ricochet, because those are way too epic to cut. All right. Other news. Natasha, what else do you have for us before we move into the main show?
Lovesteria tickets are still on sale.
Woo!
We're very excited. Crescent Shay will have her dresses on display. I will also have my dresses on display at the ball. I'm thinking I want to display the Taylor Swift one, because that's like a very fun one to look at, because of all the painting on the skirt. I don't know what else I want to display, but you guys can tell me what you want to see in person. Becca will be there in her wedding dress, so
you'll be able to see that IRL.
Yeah, you'll be able to see that in IRL. So those tickets are on sale at lovesyria.com. There's also the book fair during the day on Saturday, and we are very excited. It's coming up. It's happening really quick.
Everything's coming so fast.
Also, we are going to Romance Con. I think we keep forgetting to talk about this. Oh my God,
we have to talk about Romance Con. Yes, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In September, the first weekend of September. I know a bunch of our podcast girlies boys are coming, so we are very excited to meet everyone and hang out in person. We will be doing a live podcast there and a meetup. And also, we're doing a couple other things with Romance Con too, but I don't think that's all like settled yet, but we'll let you know.
Yeah, so we're going to do a meetup at Romance Con, but we might also do an external meetup if some people can't make it to the actual con, right? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It depends.
Just like email us if you can't make it, so that we know
so we can,
if you're in the area.
We should do another gathering of some sort. But there will be like an official Romance Con meetup, and probably after our live show. We're very excited. We're going to be talking about smut.
Chloe will be there too.
It's going to be really fun. And that's September, I want to say 6th or something. It's the first weekend in September. We'll leave a link to Romance Con.
But don't we also have a code,
we
right?
do. They gave us a code to get 10% off or something.
We'll leave it all in
We'll leave that in the description, because we have been forgetting to talk about it. Another huge announcement. My book is out.
Yes, it is.
Attached at the Hip, my new romantic comedy Survivor spinoff is out right now. I am currently just finishing up the first leg of the tour. If you're in New Jersey and you're listening to this today, I'm in New Jersey tonight at 5 p.m. at the Barnes & Noble Union.
Oh my gosh.
Please come. It's in conversation with Hannah Maehrer. She's the author of Assistant to the Villain. She's fabulous. It's going to be so fun. And it's not ticketed, the New Jersey event, so just come. And then next week on Tuesday, I will be in St. Louis, Missouri on May 28th at 7 p.m. with Jesse the Reader at the St. Louis County Library, hosted by Novel Neighbor. That one does have a website link, but I don't think it's ticketed. But all the links are in the description for all of these. And then the next day, I'll be in Marietta, Georgia at Half Price Books doing a meet and greet signing sort of event where we can come talk, take pictures, chat. I'll sign all your books. It'll be a hoot. And then that's the 29th. And then on the 30th, I'm in Orlando, Florida with Robbie Weber in conversation at the Writer's Block in Winter Garden at, I want to say 6 p.m. All the information is in the show notes. I'm so excited. I hope to meet a lot of you around. I'm so excited. I've never been to Orlando on a tour stop, and it seems like a lot of people are there because I keep getting messages like Orlando. So that's exciting.
I know so many people there. It's the other Disney capital of the U.S.
I know, but I'm talking about book people.
Yeah, true.
I'm not talking about Disney.
They overlap a lot of the times.
I know they overlap, but it's just I'm not I'm meeting Disney people. It's book people are hey, I'm here. So that's exciting. But anyway, so my book is out. The link to order it is in the show notes. It's super, super helpful and important to the author's career. It's super helpful to get the book during release week. So if you are interested in reading it, I super appreciate you getting the book. If you're reading it right now, thank you so much. I appreciate you and your support so like more than you will ever know. So thank you all so much for tolerating my discussion of this book nonstop throughout this entire journey. And we will be doing a spoilery Touch at the Hip special discussion with Chloe, like a book club. I guess it's next week now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll be our next episode. So if you haven't finished it
Everyone
yet,
better read it.
read it so you can discuss with us in our little book club. In the chat, you can so you can come and like chat with us in the chat when we're recording if you've finished the book.
Mm-hmm. George says he might have to get the audiobook. And yes, I have the audiobook. It's very good.
Everyone is really enjoying the audiobook that I've heard from so far, so I'm really happy.
I just jammed right through it. I got to like the end of it and Christine's like, how did you get to the end of it so fast? I'm like, I couldn't stop.
I was like, yay. Glad it's translating. All right. I think that's all of our news. So we're going to go into our main discussion. But before we do, I'm going to take a second to thank everybody out there listening. We appreciate your listenership so hard. And if you're not already, we'd love it if you subscribed to or followed the show for free on your favorite podcast listening app, whatever that may be, Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Pocket Casts, whatever you like. You can follow the show so that you never miss an episode. And then if you like to watch the visual show, we're on YouTube. Hello, youtube.com/@thosforkingfangirls. You can subscribe here for free so you never miss a visual episode. All very helpful to the pod. And we are a viewer-supported podcast. We have a Patreon. Our patrons are the wonderful people chatting with us live here. You get that perk if you become a patron, Team Jacob or up. You also get access to all of our Fangirl Tea Times from the past. That's our extra show we do at the end of every single show, half an hour long, where we talk about stuff going on in our personalized, more personal topics. And we that community is so wonderful. We have so much fun over there. So if you want to join it, the link is in the show notes and you can try it out for free for 7 days. And there's also 2 other tiers where it has lots of extra fun perks, and you can look at those in the show notes link. All right. We will be right back after these messages. Oh, you don't get any messages if you're a patron too. It's ad free. Okay. And we're back talking about our auto go to the theater actors. We both have 5.
Do you think these cross over with like your favorite actors of all time?
You know, it's interesting because I feel like some of my favorites I don't have on the list necessarily.
Yeah, same.
Like this is an interesting one. Like Tyler Hoechlin, right? I wouldn't call him like anywhere near my favorite actor, but like if I see he's in a movie, like I want to see the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't make my list. I do have 7 guys and 5 women because I just kept thinking of more men that when I like see their name, I'm like, oh, I have to go. But I'm sure there's more women as well. Mine
kind of span ages.
I'm gonna guess 1 on your dude list, and it's Henry Cavill.
Yes. It is Henry Cavill. He is the number 1. I have seen every single fucking thing he's ever done. He's done not great things, and he's also done great things. So, no, he is an whatever that man is in, I have tracked it down and I have watched it. And he's the only one I think I've done that with, except for maybe somebody else. But sometimes I don't like to watch their videos because they're kind of weird.
Are you talking about Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
I specifically didn't put him down because he does some weird shit that I don't want to watch.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, but like I was such a dedicated fan for so long.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're aware of everything he does.
Yeah, we are aware. Like, I looked up a couple other like, for instance, I looked up like Emilia Clarke because I do love her and I love watching things that she's in, but I have not watched everything that she's in, and I was not even aware of everything that she was in.
I've watched all like the big things that she's been in, I feel like, because if I'm made aware of Emilia Clarke, I watch the movie too. Like Me Before You, and that Christmas one that she did, that comedy. That was depressing.
Very depressing. And she also did like Terminator, and she
was in, I almost saw the Terminator movie. And I did see this Han Solo movie.
Yeah. There's a couple other things she hasn't been in, or that we haven't seen. Oh my God. People are guessing mine. I know I'm easy. I get that. Because I wear my love for actors. But yeah, no. Henry Cavill's number 1. And then Robert Pattinson was number 8.
What is the worst thing you've seen of Henry Cavill?
I can't remember the movie title. It's this movie with Bruce Willis, and he plays, I think, like he's just like the muscle in it, and he has to like go save some. There's like 2 movies where he's just like this big broody guy, and he's just using his muscle to go like save someone. I have to look him up.
Oh, like an action movie.
Yeah, it's like an action, kind of like a Taken type of situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess one of mine?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
He is, yes, definitely, like, probably my top right now. I will see him in fucking anything. I've backtracked to go watch. I even tried to watch. I saw this movie in theaters and I did not like it. Just Friends, is that what it's called?
Oh, I can't watch that.
I hate that movie. I didn't like it when it came out, but like I saw a lot of people like over Christmas being like, "This is my favorite Christmas movie." I'm like, that's so weird. Like, and I tried to watch it again, thinking that maybe I was just like too young, but I still hate it, and I couldn't finish it because I hate it. So, I have seen though all of the things I could find with Ryan Reynolds. Like you know what, the only thing that I haven't managed to watch was I heard from my neighbor that he was in like the 1996 Sabrina the Teenage Witch movie. So I saw that was on Amazon. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to be so young on this. This is going to be so weird. And I started trying to watch it, and the film quality is so shitty that I managed like 3 minutes before I was like, I'm not watching this movie. It's so dark.
I feel like Ryan probably has worse movies than Henry. Because I'm even looking at his movies right now. Oh, well,
there's the Green... what is that one we always make fun of?
Oh, the Green Lantern.
The Green Lantern. You know, I don't think I actually saw the Green Lantern of all the movies that he's been in.
You've never seen the Green Lantern? You have to see it. That's him and Blake's origin story.
I don't know why. I just realized that. I'm gonna write it down right now to watch the Green Lantern.
It's not that bad. It's honestly, it's fun with him in it.
Because
the movie
so good.
I was thinking about with Henry was The Cold Light of Day. It's just meh.
Cold Light of Day. Okay, so for women, Katie just said, I feel like Jennifer Lawrence gets me into the theater every time. Me too.
Me too.
J-Lo's
She's my number 2.
I'm seeing it. I'm there.
I have seen everything that woman has done, even like all the way back from like her indie films.
The only one I haven't seen is her first one, Winter's Bone.
It's really good.
Yeah, she was nominated for an Oscar. Like, I just heard it was about heroin use or something, and I got scared.
Oh,
was
heroin?
Heroin? What did I say?
I don't remember honestly what this movie is about, but I do remember it being good. I even saw that Dum Dum movie, that scary movie that she was in.
Which scary movie? Mother?
Oh my God.
That was not a Dum Dum movie.
No. Have you seen Mother?
Yeah, of course I've seen Mother. Jennifer Lawrence, isn't it?
No, there's this other one that came out. Hold on. Damn it. I knew I was going to have to look up all this shit.
Red Sparrow? Because I watched that and that was not great. I watched it on a plane.
I still like that. She's
the one with Chris Pratt in the space. I saw, obviously.
Passengers.
I really loved Joy. Is that what it was called? Joy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved Joy with her. She can play any age, which is so interesting. Like she can look super young and then she can look like she's like older when she was younger. So it was like very weird when she was younger doing those older roles, but like I believed her.
The House at the End of the Street is the scary one that she was in. It came out in 2012, like right after Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And then
I remember that.
I haven't seen the Beaver. That came out like
the
before
what?
Hunger Games. The Beaver.
I've never even heard of that one.
Oh, I did. It's with Mel Gibson and Jodie Foster. Have you seen Serena?
Which one is that?
With Bradley Cooper, the one that like wasn't good.
Oh, that one I didn't see because I heard it wasn't good. But I watched Silver Linings
it.
Playlist like 1,000 times.
Okay, watching that a million times doesn't make up. I think I've literally seen every single movie she's ever done.
I think you have. I missed some, but I have seen a lot. Like if I know that she's in it, I'm gonna want to watch it. Like there's that one that was about a bunch of like with Christian Bale and The Hustle.
American Hustle.
American Hustle. I saw that just for her. I would not have seen it if it was just Christian Bale and whoever the fuck else was in that movie. But yeah, she's great. And then the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, just look up.
Is Leo on your list?
Yes, of course. Leonardo DiCaprio is on my list.
One.
Literally anything. I watched that 3-hour sad movie, the Oscar-nominated one
Bear
about. Well, The Revenant. I obviously watched that, yeah, because of him. But I watched the more recent one that was really sad that Martin Scorsese did. That was so long.
Oh yeah,
because of Leonardo DiCaprio, where he's just murdering people, murdering women of this Native American tribe, and it's horrible. But I watched the whole thing because of Leonardo DiCaprio, and I'm like my weird obsession with him. And yeah, like and I know that he's like, I don't know, he's like a weird person. Like he does a lot for the environment, but like also he like dates only women 25 and under. Like I don't know what to think of him as a person, but like if he's in a movie, I want to see it.
I never got the Leo hype, and so he's never been at the top of my list. I know. I think he, like I think he was everyone's like crush when they were younger. But even you're young for him.
I'm young for him too. It was the people that were like 4 years older than me that were like in love with him. But I also am in love with him because I'm in love with Jack from the Titanic. That's I I watched that terrible. A lot of people love this really campy Romeo and Juliet where they talk so strangely.
No, I don't like.
I hated it, but I watched it for him. I went back and watched his old shit. When I first got Netflix, I ordered all like the old movies he'd been in as a younger kid. I watched them all. He might be my actual number one.
I think so.
I love him for no reason except for the fact that I am obsessed with Titanic and I love him and Kate Winslet together. I watched Revolutionary Road. Like, that was so sad and boring and slow. I've watched Aviator. So sad, boring, slow.
Aviator's so sad. Oh, my God. Alex and I have so many inside jokes from that movie. Is that what it's called? Inside jokes? Yeah.
Aviator?
Aviator, yes.
That's such a random one. I was trying not to fall asleep.
Okay, I'll give you the backstory. Aviator, it was about Howard Hughes. My father changed his business name to Howard Hughes Helicopters.
Oh,
because he was obsessed with
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes and flying. My dad had like a pilot's license and all of that. Do you remember? Do you know what my dad's business was called before that? Do you remember? Do you remember the name of it?
You know, I
something to do with Greek.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say that. Don't give it to me. It was something with helicopters, and now I don't know. It's like I can't remember anyone's name right now. Is it one of the gods?
No.
Okay.
Kind of. Not really. Miley. Do you remember my dad's old business name? Yeah. What is it? Spartan Helicopters.
Spartan! Yes! I did know that. Okay, I completely blanked because you said something with Greek, and then it turned me to like Percy Jackson names.
Well, so he was obsessed with Howard Hughes, so we would watch that movie over and over and over again.
So you knew it front and back, and I only saw it the one time in the theater. Did you watch Blood Diamond?
Yes, I have watched.
Did you watch the other one that starts with a D from when he's in Boston and he also dies at the end?
Yes, I've seen that once.
Yeah.
That was another Martin Scorsese movie.
Yes.
The Departed.
Leo loves to die at the end of his movies. It's literally always.
So I have this thing with my third favorite actor, which is now Adam Driver. And I haven't seen his new one, like Ferrari, but after The Last Jedi, after all the Star Wars movies, I went back and watched Olive Girls because of Adam Driver. And I don't love that show.
I did not like that show.
But now he does movies like the Gucci movie and what else did he do? That 64 movie. I don't love all his new stuff. I think the only one I really liked of Adam's like newer things, it was kind of there was two movies that I really do love of his. Let me find them.
What about that one where he went undercover?
That's the one.
Yeah. The KKK one. What is it called?
Yeah.
It's like Black Klansman. Is that what it's
Klansman.
called? That's
Yes.
a good movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, This Is Where I Leave You. That's a really good one. I mean, Marriage Story is so sad. Like he does a lot of sad things. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I watched The Last Duel.
Oh yeah, I never saw that.
Oh god, that is the most infuriating movie I think I've ever watched in my lifetime. Logan Lucky. That one's really funny, and I would recommend people watch it because it's hilarious.
Logan Lucky. All right, give me one on your lady list.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence, we already talked about her.
Yes.
Zendaya.
I almost put her on, but I know there's stuff I haven't seen, so I felt like a fraud.
I mean, I think nowadays, like anything, I have not gone back and watched like the Disney stuff, obviously, because that's just like not my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think ever since Spider-Man, I have watched everything that she's ever been in, and I'm like, I want her to do more things and be like more of a leading lady because I feel like we haven't seen as much.
I feel like she just picks very carefully, which I love about her.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously we have Euphoria, and she's just incredible in that and deserves every award that she ever
Katie
gets.
says, I unironically love The Greatest Showman because of her same. And
Yeah,
my other,
me too.
one of my other go-tos is in there. One of my other auto watches. Zephron!
Yeah, she actually hasn't, like, but, like, those are her biggest movies. Like, she hasn't done much.
Old Challengers and Dune.
Old Challengers. Yeah, and Dune. And the Spider-Man movie. And then there's this movie called Malcolm and Marie, which I haven't seen yet, but I want to watch.
Well, going into Zephron, because he kind of is now lumped with Zendaya in my mind, I will watch anything. Like, anything that Zac Efron's in, I want to watch it, even if I don't like it. Like, I've tried so many times to get through that Neighbors movie, even though I don't like it. You know why? Because of Zac Efron. Every time I say, like, maybe I should give it another chance. I watched that, like, Zac and whatever need dates for him.
Yeah, I've watched that one
I've
too.
tried to watch that Grandpa movie, even though I don't really like that kind of humor. I watched the wrestling movie and I fucking loved it, but it was really, really depressing. But it was really, really good. But so sad. So don't watch it if you don't want a sad thing.
I don't like watching sad things.
Yeah, remember that like Mr. Cloud movie with Zac Efron?
Oh God, Charlie.
I don't
St.
think
Cloud.
I ever got through it, but I started it. I always start all his movies, and I'm like,
No.
But The Greatest Showman, I loved watching Zac Efron in that movie. Like, I love Zac Efron singing and dancing. Please, forever.
Who else is on your lady list?
Lady list. Okay, Emma Stone is on my lady list.
I had a dream about her last night.
You did? What
Yeah.
happened?
I don't remember all the details, but I remember going up to her and being like, Emily Stone, because she wants to be, she wants to go by Emily now.
What?
Okay, do you not know this lore about her?
No.
So when she became an actress with SAG, Emma Stone was already taken, or Emily Stone was already taken.
Oh, her name
so
is Emily.
She had to change her name to Emma Stone, and now she's like, well, I don't like that anymore. I want to go by my
You
real
can't.
name.
It's too late. That's like, and she's branded so hard as Emma Stone. What? Interesting. Okay. Also on my lady list, I have Mila Kunis. I fucking love Mila Kunis. I'm obsessed with Mila Kunis, and I still haven't watched. I'm aware of everything that she does. So she did that movie, The Lucky One. No, Lucky
On Netflix?
Girl. Yeah, that one. I have. That's the one I haven't seen. But like,
Yeah.
Friends with Benefits, anything she hasn't done much in the last, like the
Have
Moms
you-
movie, Bad Moms. Like I watched those for her.
She's not on my list. Have you seen what's the animated show that she does?
Oh no, I don't like animated. That one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
But that's Family Guy, I think.
Family Guy, yeah.
But I don't watch those cartoons. I'm talking about movies. Like any movie that she does, I'm gonna be interested in watching because I love her. It's obsessed with Jackie from that 70s show. I wanted to cast her in my screenplay that I wrote in film school when they were like, "Who would you cast?" I was like, Mila Kunis. All right, who's on your lady?
Emily Blunt.
Ah, she's not on mine. Interesting.
Yeah, I've seen almost everything she's ever done, and I because I love her. I think she is so charismatic, and I love her voice, especially when she has her British accent. I think she's just such a good actress. But like, I mean, there's so many films she's done. A Quiet Place. One of my favorite films is Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. Yep. I love that movie.
John also loved that movie. I was like, it's so weird that you and Natasha both love this random movie.
I think it's because it's like a romance and it's action packed. It's so good. I mean, Mary Poppins, Sicario. We just saw The Fall Guy with her. Did I talk about A Quiet Place?
Yes, you did.
Oh my God, The Adjustment Bureau. That's like a really fun, like another like action packed.
Watch that.
Yeah, it's action packed rom-com. The Young Victoria.
A rom-com?
It's not a rom-com. It's a romantic action packed movie. But The Young Victoria. Have you ever?
Nope, never even heard of it.
It's about Queen Victoria? And it's so good and again romantic. Salmon fishing on the Yemen.
What?
Have you never heard this?
Nope.
It's like another kind of like romance type of movie. I also just watched this movie called Sunshine Cleaning with her.
Oh, I've seen that.
Devil Wears Prada. Duh.
Sunshine Cleaning is her when their sister when they like
with Amy Adams
people. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen that. I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So many. She's got. I love all of her movies.
All right. There's another one on my list that you haven't said that it's really obvious on my man list.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my God, I don't have him on the list because there's some stuff that I don't watch of his because he likes to do darker movies and stuff.
Okay, hold on. Let me have another guess. Chris Hemsworth.
No, that's on your list.
That's on my list. Okay, I got Ryan Reynolds. I got Leo DiCaprio. I know it's not
the biggest star ever.
I don't know.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, I thought about him last night and I totally forgot this morning.
Literally, I see Brad Pitt. I'm like, I need to see this.
You're like a 40-year-old woman who loves Brad Pitt.
I love him so much, even though I know he's like a problematic person. I just am obsessed with him on screen. I love him, and just like Leo, I think they're the same sort of vibe of generational vibe.
Except he's hotter.
He is hotter. He's way hotter. Like Brad Pitt is so hot. He's just so pretty. And now he's gotten to a stage where he's like not afraid to make fun of himself all the time. So I find that also really endearing. And he just shows up in random fucking cameos and shit all the time.
What is a movie that you like rewatch of his? Is he number one for you?
No. Honestly, I do think I watch Leonardo DiCaprio's movies more. But Brad Pitt, I think my favorite is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood now. And I love him also in Inglourious Bastards so much. Like, arrivederci. Those are my two favorites, I think, of Brad Pitt movies. I'm trying to think of like one where he doesn't play like someone violent and aggressive. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I've seen like a million times, but also violent and aggressive.
Yeah. We did talk about a movie that you haven't seen before, which is Legends of a Fall.
Yeah. I didn't even know that existed, but I feel like I thought everyone thought Brad Pitt was attractive. Like, does not everyone think he's hot even though he's old?
I think he's hot.
Yeah, I think he's so hot. But what were you just saying? What did you just say? Oh yeah, the depressing movie you're talking about. I think the movie I least liked that I watched Brad Pitt in was the vampire one. I did not like that movie. Wow. What is it called? A Vampire Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah.
I did not like that movie, and I did not like him in it.
Okay, have you seen Fight Club?
Of course I've seen Fight Club.
Have you seen Meet Joe Black?
No, what's that?
Oh my God! My mother had. Here's the thing.
This is why he's not my number one. Movies. I haven't seen his like old ones. I've seen like his from when I knew about him onward.
Okay, Meet Joe Black was made in 1998. And it's a fucking long ass movie with Anthony Hopkins, and it's very intriguing. I don't want to give you the big reveal away, but he kind of like comes into this family and starts to have like an affair with this Anthony Hopkins' daughter, and there's something interesting different about him.
All right, give me another person on your list that we haven't talked about yet.
Wait, we're gonna go through Brad Pitt's movies. You've seen Bullet
We are.
Train?
Have a what?
Have you seen Bullet Train?
Yes, of course.
Troy.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, obviously.
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in London. Have you seen Seven?
Yes.
Okay.
Saw Seven for Brad.
I love that movie. It's a great movie. Have you seen Fury?
I have seen Fury for Brad. Yes. And Logan Lerman is also in that movie.
Legends of a Fall. No, you haven't seen that.
No, I haven't seen that.
World War Z. Yeah.
Yes.
Ocean's 11.
Yes.
I love
him in Ocean's 11.
He's so good in that.
So good in that. Yes.
You've seen Benjamin Button.
Yes.
Have you seen him in Thelma and Louise? That's actually his first role.
Wait, no, I didn't even know about this one.
Yeah, he's so young and hot in that too. Have you seen Moneyball?
Yes, multiple times. I love him in it.
Snatch.
Yeah. Wait, have I not seen Snatch? What's Snatch?
I don't know. I've never seen it either.
Okay.
The Lost City.
Yes.
You didn't watch Babylon because he was in that. I didn't love that.
I tried to watch Babylon and I did not like it.
Okay, so there's 3 movies where he has a like cowboy hat on, and that's Legends of a Fall, A River Runs Through It, which is 1992. I've seen that one. That's also sad. And then 7 Years of Tibet. I've also seen this movie, 1997.
Sounds really sad.
They're all sad. Burn After Reading, he's hilarious in that one.
Oh my God. I had a rental of that to watch Brad Pitt, and I let it expire and had to return it to Blockbusters. I have like such a distinct memory of having the DVD and needing to watch it and not getting to.
Have you seen The Mexican with Julia Roberts?
I have tried to watch that movie.
I've tried to.
Yeah, why is it bad? I can't remember.
It's not good.
It's not good. Julia Roberts is on my girly list, though, because I want to see everything she's in. You?
She's on mine, too.
Yes. Like, if she's in it, I'm like, well, Julia Roberts.
Oh God. There's so many more Brad Pitt movies. I'm done listing them off.
There's so many.
Okay.
I've seen all his big movies.
Yeah. Wow, I've seen a lot of Brad Pitt movies. Okay. So I put Julia Roberts down because she was my first my first favorite actress when I was younger.
Me too. Because she was the it girl.
She was. My favorite movie.
Look like Julia Roberts.
My favorite movie was My Best Friend's Wedding growing up.
Yeah. Mine was Runaway Bride.
We've seen them all.
We've seen them all.
Multiple times.
Pretty Woman was the last one I actually saw because that one came out like the year I was born or something, or before I was born. I can't remember. Is it 89 or 90?
I think it came out before. I saw that so many times, and I probably shouldn't have. My mom would fast forward through the sex scene.
I didn't see it till I was like 23 or something, and I was like not impressed because I like her other movies so much better.
I just love the whole the makeup.
The makeover?
The makeover. Yeah.
The makeup. The glow up.
The glow up.
Yeah. I love her and Richard Gere together. Like them in Runaway Bride is my everything. That is a hate to love that I have watched 1,000 times. And their chemistry is so good. Yeah. Every time I watch that, I just get like so many feelings. I'm like, I love this so much. Okay, give me another guy.
Sam Claflin.
Ah,
Yeah.
you know, I do want to see everything he's in too, but I don't have him on my list. Yeah.
Right? Because he's done if he's done some very like indie films and not things that are like that usually come out in theaters, and I have watched them. There's like Love, Wedding, Marriage, or Love and something like that.
I saw that too. It was just not it was not great.
Yeah,
I watched it for him though. Yeah,
yeah, and I've definitely seen cases. Love, Rosie was my fave. I have rewatched Love, Rosie a bajillion times.
I watched that for him and Lily.
Yep. Yeah, no, literally any little. I just watched this other movie that just came out, like Book Lover or Book.
I want to watch that one because of him. And you said that you watched it and it was only okay.
It was only okay, but still cute.
You know, this kind of reminds me of how I love Robert Sheehan, and I will literally watch any indie thing that he does because of Robert Sheehan. And it's like obscure movies. Like I can't even tell you the names of them, but I've watched them. Like. Like whenever I see it, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'm renting it.
Yeah. I think it's so funny because, I like Sam Claflin and Robert Pattinson, even Adam Driver. I have Chris Hemsworth on here because I will like watch literally everything he does. They're all like from fandom. They're all like people that
I have Dylan O'Brien on here too.
Yeah, they're people that like kind of cemented into our minds because we love their characters and then they just intensified our favorite things so well, and they made us love it even more. And it's just like, oh, we just want to follow them and see what else that they do and what else they can bring to different characters. Yeah,
that's so right. Except for Leo. Well, I guess the Titanic. Never mind.
There's that one.
And Brad, I guess.
Yeah, Brad's a little different.
I just love him.
He's just a movie star.
But I mean, Zephron, High School Musical.
Which is why I never really latched on to him because I didn't like High School Musical.
I didn't love High School Musical. I just watched it. Yeah, I think I became obsessed with him. I don't know, through time of watching him in other things. I can't remember. Oh, 17 Again. I was like, what was the movie? 17 Again. I know exactly what it was. All right. I also have Ethan Hawke on my list because I just love him. After the Sunrise trilogy, I just want to, whenever I see him in something, I'm like, oh, I got to watch that. And I watch all his like interviews with his daughter now. They're always cute. Okay, lady list. I finished my man list. Did you finish yours?
Yeah, I did. I have Charlize Theron on here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. My mom was really obsessed with her. So we would watch everything she did when she was younger, and then I continued that. And I've seen almost everything she's ever done. And I just think she's so cool and so hot. And
she does give like the cool vibes really hard.
Yeah, I just rewatched that.
Ethan Hawke married her.
No.
Didn't he? Who did he marry?
Uma Thurman.
Ah, man. There's a blonde lady. Oh, Katie said I feel like Keira Knightley is another for me.
Keira Knightley is one for me. She's my last one.
I was like, is that a Natasha one?
Well, because I was a part of Keira Knightley's fan club. That was my first fan club in 2009. I was obsessed with her. And in 8th grade, I drew her face in my art class so many times.
Oh my God. That's actually hilarious. All right, on my lady list that we haven't talked about yet, Sabrina Carpenter now, whenever she's in anything, I want to watch her.
What has she been in?
She's been in like random Netflix movies and random like an indie film here or there. Margot Robbie. Yeah. Whenever she's in something, I feel really compelled to watch it. That's also why I tried to watch Babylon.
Yeah, I think I've almost watched everything she's been in too. I was debating between her and Charlize. Putting on my list.
I love her in I, Tonya. So good. And then Lady Gaga, whenever she's in a movie, I'm so fucking pumped. And I will see the movie. I didn't watch AHS, and that's the only thing that she's done that I haven't watched. But I love her. And Anne Hathaway, she's in something I feel really compelled to watch. I know. I think one of you, was it Katie who said that earlier?
Anne Hathaway.
Someone said Anne Hathaway earlier.
I would say Amy Adams is also one of mine as well.
She's definitely not one of mine, but I have seen a lot of her movies. Like, she just is in a lot of stuff I like. Yeah. That's my list. Do you have any more? Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the worst thing I've watched from any of these people, but I remember the good ones.
There's always not great
There's
ones.
always a bad one. We had the most bad ones, I feel like, for Zephron, and I watched them all. I tried.
I mean, Robert Pattinson has a lot of weird ones that I just can't.
Oh yeah, he's not on my list because I couldn't do him.
I've really tried.
Remember that Salvatore Dali one?
God, yeah, and I'm like, I don't need to see Edward Cullen doing these things.
Katie says we don't speak of that. That's like, okay, Dan Radcliffe, I don't follow everything he does because he does a lot of weird shit too. I watched that video game movie, not video game, the one where he's like, what is he doing in it? He has like hands that are made of razors or
what?
something.
Oh God, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Watch that one, and I was like, what are you doing?
There's also the one where he plays a dead body.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. He does a lot of weird shit. I did watch the one when he was that guy. Oh fuck, the guy who does the parody songs, Weird Al Yankovic. That was good until the third act, and then I was like, what's going on? It got weird, but I do love him as a person. He seems like a cool guy. That is going to be our show today because I have to go to a photo shoot really very early. So to get my shit together and get going, we're going to record tea time, I think, later. Is that okay with you, Natasha?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for hanging with us today. The show is edited by Alex Polis and Ricky McBrayer. The music is by Cole Jenkins with vocals by Heather Traska. We are on socials. We're on Instagram at Those Working Fangirls. Chloe Laverson does our socials. She does an amazing job. So make sure you're following us over there to get updates on everything that we're up to, or new episodes are coming and all that jazz, and to put your input on new stuff that we ask for input on over there. If you want to follow us on YouTube, it's youtube.com/@thoseworkingfangirls. We do have a Patreon. Like I said, the links are all in the show notes. The book tour stuff is in the show notes. Love Steers in the show notes. Romance Cons in the show notes. Hit us up. We would love to meet you IRL. We're going to have so much fun this year with all these different events. We're pumped.
Oh, no.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm Christine.
I'm Natasha.
And we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.